Today, we will talk about the top 10 luxury rugby stadium. Stadiums are so much more than mere grass and terraces, with towering coliseums in hundreds of cities around the world. They provide the backdrop to some of the greatest rugby games ever witnessed, but they aren't just vast and impressive feats of engineering. Whether they possess immense historical significance or offer unique and breathtaking visuals, some stadiums have set a standard that can't be eclipsed. What is your favorite rugby stadium? Is it the one where your own team plays, or a far-flung destination overseas? We have made a list of the top 10 rugby stadiums in the world, considering atmosphere, capacity, and even the quality of the toilets. Some spectators love the raucous atmosphere, but there's also the intimidation factor, the history and tradition, as well as capacity and location. Naturally, making a very short list of the top 10 greatest rugby stadiums means some truly wonderful venues have been left off, but there are some gems on it as well. There are many fantastic grounds around the world, many beautiful scenic views, and some with phenomenal atmospheres. LiveRugbyTickets.co.uk have conducted research aimed at identifying the rugby stadiums fans are most and least satisfied with. The study involved content analysis of over 15,000 TripAdvisor reviews for 40 different stadiums. The Northampton Saints have been a hugely successful Premiership rugby team since its introduction, no doubt due to the incredible atmosphere in the stadium. Despite being renovated numerous times, due to its poor cleanliness rating, the age-old stadium finds itself just hanging on to the top. Famine Park is famously known for its terrific atmosphere during Munster home games. What it's not quite so well known for is its quality of food. This is all set to change, as the Munster faithful have given the stadium an almighty rating for the matchday grub. 10. Murrayfield, Edinburgh. Murrayfield is one of the great sporting stadia of the world, and the largest sports venue in Scotland. Since the inaugural match in 1925, Scottish rugby has had a rich history, with Murrayfield witnessing some of the world's greatest rugby moments. The 2-mile trek from the city centre to the ground, with a number of bars and restaurants en route, can all be part of the matchday experience. Murrayfield's record attendance of 104,000 was set on 1 March 1975, when Scotland defeated Wales 12-10 during the 1975 Five Nations Championship, now Six Nations Championship. This attendance stood as a world record until 1999 and remains a European record. 9. Cape Town Stadium, Cape Town. The stadium has it all. Not only is it an ultra-modern piece of architecture with an ocean view, it is also home to the Stormers and Springboks. It was conceived for the 2010 Football World Cup, and now it has a 55,000 capacity, every modern accessory imaginable, and is located in a city housed in the shadow of the iconic Table Mountain. 8. Stade de France, Paris. While some might think there is a spaceship smack bang in the middle of one of Paris' toughest suburbs, inside the atmosphere can be out of this world too when France is winning. It is one of the rare places in which you can feel the heart of France beat. It is very modern and clear, its roof made of glass, which brings the sunlight everywhere in the stadium. It has a capacity of 81,338, but the lack of bars in the locality isn't always appreciated by supporters. 7. Twickenham, London. Home of England rugby. Twickenham is the largest stadium in the world, devoted just to the sport of rugby union. The stadium looms up at one from quite a distance away. It's solid, it's concrete. It's been around since 1907 in some form or other, and it has become part of local life. Some might see it as soulless, but there have been some very epic matches like the England v Wales game at the 2015 Rugby World Cup, played under the cover of darkness with an atmosphere which positively crackled before and during the match. The views are good for most areas of the ground, with the steep stands meaning most supporters are tolerably close to the pitch. It boasts a capacity of 82,000. 6. Eden Park, Auckland. Best known as New Zealand's most hallowed rugby stadium, it is the place where the Rugby World Cup began, and where the All Blacks won that inaugural final. It is also the first stadium in the world to host the World Cup final twice, in 1987 and 2011. Under lights, the place comes alive. The 50,000 capacity stadium is the largest in New Zealand and is situated near Auckland's central business district, below the imposing backdrop of Mount Eden. Even when empty, one can feel the atmosphere, as if the electricity prevails, hanging in the air around you. 5. Suncorp Stadium, Brisbane. Brisbane, Australia. July 09. The England players embrace for their national anthem before Game 2 of the International Test Match Series between the Australia Wallabies and England at Suncorp Stadium on July 09, 2022 in Brisbane, Australia. Photo by Bradley Canaris. The RFU/the RFU collection via Getty Images. Suncorp Stadium provides Brisbane and Southeast Queensland with a 52,500-plus seat capacity, state-of-the-art, world-class stadium, able to host an array of sporting events. The stadium has a long and interesting history, has easy rail access to the ground, and there is even a footbridge from the railway station to the stadium. Inside the venue is a state-of-the-art affair with a 52,000 capacity. It is home to the Red Super Rugby side, the Brisbane Broncos Rugby League team, and the Brisbane War Football team, as well as Wallabies tests. 4. Famine Park, Limerick. Up there with the best of them when it comes to spine-tingling atmosphere, especially when the locals are offering up a rendition of the haunting fields of Athenry. This historic home of Munster reopened in 2008 with an increased capacity of 26,500 and plenty of history behind it. Renowned for imposing noise during play, but also silence while players kick for goal, its unique atmosphere contributed to a remarkable 12-year unbeaten run for the Irish region at the venue. 3. Stade Marcel Michelin, Clermont-Ferrand, France, 11 December 2021. A general view before the Heineken Champions Cup pool, a match between ASM Clermont-Auvergne and Ulster at Stade Marcel Michelin in Clermont-Ferrand, France. Photo by Julian Poupart/Sportsfile via Getty Images. If one would go on a world tour of top rugby stadiums, it would not be complete without a visit to top 14 side Clermont-Auvergne's wonderful venue on match day. With a fairly small ground housing 19,022, when Clermont play, the stands are drenched in yellow, from the jerseys to the placards which supporters hold aloft when their side takes the field. Visiting players have been known to feel they are not so much taking part in a rugby match as a gladiatorial contest. This is a special place with a unique atmosphere. 2. Ellis Park, Johannesburg. Probably the worst location of any stadium anywhere, but when you enter this iconic ground, you will never be the same again. There is no atmosphere like it, hostile and very passionate. No coincidence that the Springboks play better there than at any ground in the country. They're different beasts when they run onto Ellis Park. Something in them stirs. Also, of course, the venue for one of rugby's most historic matches, the Rugby World Cup final between South Africa and New Zealand in 1995, which saw Nelson Mandela in attendance. 1. Millennium Stadium, Principality Stadium, Cardiff. The Millennium Stadium, officially called Principality Stadium, is the national stadium of Wales and the third largest stadium in Britain. Anyone who has ever heard the Welsh national anthem in a capacity stadium will understand that this is a stadium apart. It's an arena-based smack bang in the middle of the Welsh capital, and the retractable roof, when used, seals in the fervour. Sporting the first fully retractable roof in the UK. The venue is at the leading edge as a multi-purpose, multifaceted event venue. For many rugby fans, there's very little more exciting than the buzz of attending a match on a Saturday afternoon. You're on your way to the ground. You can feel the buzz of anticipation in the air. Maybe you'll stop off for a quick pint before the game, and maybe you'll visit the trusty burger van to fill yourself ready for the next couple of hours. Once the classic pre-game ritual is complete, it's time to make your way to the ground. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching my video.